Good morning. I'd like to welcome you to Sophie's Unique Boutique. This is my FlossTube channel about cross-stitch, quilting, whatever else I can get my hands onto. It's also the name of my small business. My name is Tammy, and I'd like to welcome you. Greetings from Berwick, Maine. This is my tiny little corner of Berwick. And I'm in my happy place, which is my home. Okay, so welcome to my home. Today is January 17th, and this is FlossTube number 74. And I do have a finish. I do. And here it is. This is Frank and Elvira Gobelstein. And I finished this on Friday. Because I did my very last, well, I used it for an E in one of my words. So, they are all done. I just have to get the rest of them done. Slowly but surely, I'm getting them done. Okay. And then, I did have a new start. And this one was on one of my Quaker wheel. I've got 364 stitches. And I started this yesterday or last night. This is a gobble couple, the native gobbles. And I'm working on Mr. Chief over here. Or Brave. Yeah. So, so this is how far I've gotten. I'm doing this on a brown mottled fabric that I got from Wicked and Whimsy on Etsy. They only do 14 and 16. I don't think she does like linen, even weave, or anything like that. But his face is complete, and now I'm just working on the Quakerish body. I like these because they're not a big Quaker, but they look Quakerish, and I really like my Quakers. So. Okay, and then, not quite sure where I put that one. See if I can find it as I go along. But the other thing that I did was I worked on my focus on a finish for 2025, and that is The Addams Family by Plum Street Samplers. This is about John and Abigail. So I don't have that much left. I really don't. And here it is. No, I finished up yesterday. I finished up Abigail's dress. except for the bottom of it and the buttons. I did not do 1/1 shoes, because I did do her shoes and I just did them full cross. It's gonna be bad enough trying to do the faces. But there's some brown, or no, orangish, like this color here, that needs to go in her dress. I finished up, I still have to finish this one, his face. And this one right here is holding a tray, so I need to get the tray in. And other than that, the rest of it's all going to be quarter stitches for the faces. Yeah. You can see I'm very happy about that one. Not really. The other thing I worked on, I have decided that temp stitching is not for me. Um, it's just not. I'm way too accurate. I don't follow the projected. I want the real temperature for the day. So temperature stitching is not for me. So this was one of the last ones that I did. It was the blue flower, the Halloween squirrel. And I got my 100 stitches in, but I have some frogging I need to do. How's that any different than any other day? So I have a couple pieces of thread hanging here. Now I started this, but I found out I made a mistake, so I need to frog it all out. And so I went up here and I didn't count any of this. Nothing. So I went up here and started working on the squirrel. So I've got 100 stitches in the squirrel. And that's how I did that one. Oh, here she comes. Hi. Said you jump off the bed, did you? Okay. No. No necks. No. All right. The other thing that yeah. Okay. Saturday. Sorry. We have snow. Thought we were going to get some today, but no, nothing. Just a little bit of spitting here and there. Okay. All right. Oh my goodness, loud. So I worked on my snow day stitch because it snowed. We got about maybe 2-3 inches. Um, so I worked on my snow day stitch, which is Harry Potter sampler. Just trying to find it. Oh God, there it is. Oop, I didn't want to do that. It's showing the graft. Oop, but I might need to. Okay, so far I have 1,300 stitches and I am at 22.5, well, 1,300 stitches from 5,760, and I am at 22.57% on this. And here it is. So I did this whole piece here, the lightning bolt. So I did that whole spot. Now, since this only has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spots, my next spot when I pick this up again is going to be that one. So here it is. I like how it came out. Making me happy. Not very much is lately, but this is making me happy. And then on Wednesday, so I got 520 stitches on that, and 100 of those went to one of my words. Trying to remember which one. We've got resolution, snowy, fireplace, and renew. Oh, the P in fireplace because it's Harry Potter. And then on Wednesday, like I have done for the past couple Wednesdays, I worked on long dog samplers, the Queen of Hearts. So here it is. So I got more of the border in, and then I worked on this little piece here, and I went all the way down to here. So as soon as I get a little farther down here, I'll go over here and work on this. I got 229 stitches. And I love it. I'm absolutely loving everything about this. And I do believe I think I'm gonna continue to work on this every Wednesday for the foreseeable future. All right. Absolutely. Oh, squirrel. Queen of Hearts. Okay, the only one I don't think I have is Such a Fright. I'm not entirely sure. Almost had it. But I did get 212 stitches on it, and out of that 1,000 that I still have 788 stitches. With the native couple, put down 1,000, and even with 364 stitches, I still need 636. So, oh well. There. I don't think I brought that one over either. Okay, so as you know, I'm doing a gift stitching this month for a couple of people, but I need to get my butt in gear and work on things more than one day a week. Okay. So this is All I Need is Coffee and Books bookmark. I'm doing the light one over here. And I'm doing this on a 16 count antique white that came in an ornament scrap bag that I got from Welcome Stitchery. So there's that one. Okay. There we go. That one's a better picture of it. So I did 139 stitches on this one. And I got the second part down this way. And I started the coffee, but it's all I need is off. But gonna work, I'm gonna finish up this one. In Whip Warriors this weekend, it's not only 24 hours of cross stitch, but they're also having a whip frenzy. So you work on as many whips as you can from today until Sunday, and you put in 1 to 200 stitches. So I think I'm going to put a couple hundred stitches in this and see how far I get. Okay, and then I started a new thing, a new challenge for myself. I do have pictures. That one doesn't. I don't know if this one's you'll be able to see it, but we're gonna try. Oop, that's not it. There it is. Oops. Well, this is the Winter Quaker, and out of 25,828, I've got 883 stitches in. And I'm at 3.42%, which isn't a lot, but if I can get it up to 5, then I'll be happy. So, that's the one. No, that's not the one. Is it? Yeah, it's the one. Okay. I guess it is. This is what it looks like. And I love this. I really do. And I'm doing this with a Dying for Cross Stitch Americana Blue. And it's wonderful. So this was my starting point. And I got 400 stitches in. No, that's not right. I took pictures. Oh, okay. Sorry. No. This one was my starting point. And this is done on a piece of, I think, light blue or light teal, that 18 count that I dyed myself. And then this was after 400 stitches. I mean, the color of that blue is just, it's beautiful. So I will explain this. Okay. I started a new challenge for myself, and I invited people to come in and um, do it. Um, basically, it's, I can remember when I was a kid and you had the color by number books. And like one was red, two was blue, so on and so forth. Well, I got thinking about it, and I'm like, this might work for me as far as cross stitching is concerned, because you can do more than one project under the prompt. Okay, so every month, what I'm gonna do is I am going to pick a color, and I have a list of colors here. So for January, the color is blue. And the prompt is any winter whip you may have, and this includes Christmas, because Christmas comes in the winter. So, winter Quaker, and I'm doing it in blue, and I think I'm doing it all in blue, I'm not quite sure. So, that is for January, and so far, in my little challenges book here, I have I have 4 that I want to do for now. 4 I want to do for now. And a couple of these, no, they're for the Whip Frenzy. Not these ones, but I picked out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, no. Um, I've picked out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 whips. And if I can get more done, I can get more done. But these are what I have left for my Stitch Awards. So anyway, so yeah, for January I picked out the Winter Quaker and I got 400 stitches on that. And I picked out a couple others. One of them I have to continue on because I used that also for the A in Fireplace. And there may be 1 or 2 more that I want to try to get done. It's 200 stitches per prompt or per whip. So if you have like 4 whips, so you're putting 10, 2, 4, 6, 800 stitches, 200 per whip. So that's 800 stitches that you didn't have before. And I am trying to really focus on some finishes this year, because I have way too many projects. And I know I'm just starting more, but I really want to get, my whip count down. So I'm almost done with John Adams. I don't know if I'm going to finish that one up today or tomorrow. Because I don't think there's 100 stitches in that. So, and I'm not counting fractionals. So, all right. The other thing that I worked on was Gothic Light by Barbara Anna. There it is. I love this. I love this. I didn't do it on this fabric, but I love the fabric that I did it on. Instead of using a, excuse me, 32 count merino balsam basalt splash, I'm using an 18 count hunted. And I'm loving how it's coming out. So, here what I did. Okay, I got rid of the candle and I fixed it. And I started putting flames in. Started working on bees on both sides. I back stitched her little earring, and I got some of her hair done down here. I did 247 stitches, and out of 1,000, I think I have a lot more to go. All right. So yeah, I worked on that, and then I worked on. I showed you the winter flicker. Oh. So this was one of the last things I did for temperature stitching. I worked on the Big Bang. So I got 200 stitches in it, and the 200 stitches went into Penny and Leonard. Penny is Leonard. And I think I finished up Roger's face. So, but yep, here we go. I ordered all new floss for this one because I couldn't find my ring that had the floss on it. I'll probably find it after it comes in. You know, whatever. So I worked on Leonard's coat, and I've got some of Penny's shirt. It's white, so it's hard to see. And I finished up Roger's face, so that gave me 200 stitches. And then after that, that's going to be from one of my prompts for my Stitch-A-Color, because it's on my finish board. So I might work on that this weekend for Whip Warriors Whip Frenzy. Just to get some further on it, because that one's been kicking around for a while, and I'd really like to get it finished. So the other thing I worked on was I worked on Arctic Fox. Sure that. I'm gonna say it's up this way. You know, what I'm trying to do is get a lot more of my smaller stuff done, so I can concentrate more on, you know, like getting some good progress on my full coverages. I really haven't had time to work on the Cheshire Cat by Miss Peggotty's. I think, and I have 300 stitches I need to get in the owl with all the white background, and I will explain that in a minute. Okay, and here is the mock-up for the Arctic owl. I think it's gorgeous. I really do. And this owl is actually, I believe, I don't know if it's orange or not, but nope, it's kind of purpley looking. So I'm working on this white tree here. I didn't get very far. I ended up getting 100 stitches in for the A in Fireplace. And I need to do another 200 stitches because this is also going to be blue, which is something winter. Because this is wintry. And I love this stitch, and I really want to get some good progress on it. So, okay. So we did that. And then I decided I wanted to work on Winter Cometh because winter is here. And I need to get some good progress on this. The only reason why I don't really like working on this one is because the Ada is extremely stiff. But maybe if I worked on it in hand, it would loosen up a little bit. I don't. All I know is I went through 3 hoops before I finally got one that would go on. And here's what I've done. I got 225 stitches. And I still need to get over 1,000, at least 1,000. So I moved more down this way. And then I put in this one, and started this one. And then once I get this all the way down here and turn the corner, I will move on to up here because that's where the because I want to go over this way. So I'm going to do some more of this border up here, and then I'm going to be able to get some of this done and work on some of the bird. But I love this one. I really do. I love them all. I love all this whole series. I really do. I know 3 out of the 4 are on my finish list, so that's why I need to get more on this one. So I might see if I have time to work on that this weekend. So I'm not planning on going anywhere. Been out enough this week, and that was 2 days. I ran up the street because normally the grocery store up there is very quiet. And there's not very many people. I was wrong this time around. And then yesterday I had to go and pick up a few more things at the grocery store and take the dog. I took the dog with me because I thought I'd walk her around Petco, which I did. She went outside and ran around for a little bit, and then I walked her around Petco. And she did really, really well until another dog came in. She started to whine. So on and so forth. I don't need to go into that. But anyway. So, those are all my whips. So, how many did I get? I got, if you can count the new start, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Wow. But like I said, temperature stitching is not for me. Even if I kind of finagle it around the words that I'm doing, no. No, no, no. It's not for me. So, like I said, Whip Warriors is having a 24 hours of cross stitch. They're also having Whip Frenzy. This is my first time, so we'll see how I do. So I did pick out a couple. I picked out Rudolph Peking, which see if I can find him. Thought he was here. Yeah. Oh, there he is. So I haven't done anything on this. I picked out Rudolph Peking. Now I put down 300 stitches on this one because this is also the R in resolution, the R in fireplace, and the R in renew. So it's 100 stitches per letter, per R. So 300 stitches, and it shouldn't take me very long to do that. So there's that one. And I forgot to bring the triangle heart over, but that's only 100 stitches because there's only one T, and that's in resolution. I picked out oops. I picked out this one for the eyes because this was designed by Tracy Richards of Wrought Iron Stitching. So, it's an iron wide, and doing this on an 18 count silver moon, and do I have the colors in here? One, yep. I'm using DMC 860, and I'm using a Dying for Sass, Mr. Green Jeans. And I love the colors in these. So I'm doing that. And this is for 200 stitches because there's 2 eyes in resolution. There's an eye, and in fireplace there's an. If I get do more, awesome. If I don't, there's always next month. And then I'm doing the executioner's block, and I have some frogging I need to do before I do this one. But kind of it looks like. This way. And this is on a green and pinkish mottled 16 count Ada that was overdyed by Wicked and Whimsy, and I've got to pretty much frog all this out. I'm using black sulky, and I really need to get a highlighter and put it in the bag. So there's that one, and I need 300 stitches because there's 2 E's in Renew, and there's 1 E left in Fireplace because I used Frank and Elvira for the first E in Fireplace plus Resolution and resolution. Okay. I know this one is over here. Oh, that's not it. That's it. Oh, yeah. Okay. And then I'm doing the W in Renew. And so this will only get 100 stitches unless I decide to do more, which I just might plan on. So I want to move on to the next one. But I'm using Wizard Gnome number 2. Gryffindor. And so far I got. And this is going to be for the W in Renew. So if I get more than 100 stitches, then yay for me. There's that one. And then I'm going to do 300 more stitches on the native couple. And I'm going to do 200 stitches on my fairy rabbit, which is in the other room. And then I thought I lost this one, but I didn't. This is Beach House Yellow from your Briar Patch. It is 76 by 96, and I did it on, and I'm doing it on 18 count, and that's it. So it looks like So this was supposed to be a birthday present for a friend, but I kind of sort of lost track of it. So here's what I got done. At least I think this is on an 18 count. I'll have to check my book. But this stuff, yeah, all these little baubles here, they're all half stitch. But this actually goes by rather quickly. So I have 100, it's slated for 100 stitches because it's the Y in snow. But I might do more because, like I said, it goes quick. So. And there's not that many. I think there's, oh, there. Sure if there's any blends in this or not. I don't think so, but you never know. Nope. Oh, nope. I started it on 16 count white chocolate using Carlton, the Call for DMC. And I think I put 500 stitches on it, and I think I have 134 left. Quite sure, but I think I'm just gonna go to town. Yep. So that's it there. So we'll see how much I get done this weekend, or starting today, starting after I walk the dog. And then, I got thinking about it, and I was like, you know what? I still have all those Advent stitches, and I really want to get rid of them. Oh, I'm done. So I thought of 10, and I may not have them all over here. I don't know. I have a couple over here. Alright, so first of all, we have Be Merry. So this one is on the wheel. And it's on, I also set up a little board with all of my small stitches. And when one gets finished, it gets erased. So it's gonna work. Alright, there's that. I also have the extra shears block on there. It's not exactly a small one, but small enough. Is that it? Yep. And then I put Be Merry. As I said before, I did oops it a little bit, but you know what? So it's not symmetrical. There it is. So cute. And then I put on there my grindstone. So that one's in there. We know what that one looks like because the paper is sheet. And picture of this. And then Automobile, I'm not all entirely sure where that one is. Oh, look what I found. I found it. And like I said, I got 212 stitches done on this, and I'm using Weeks NeedleWorks Swamp Water, and this is on a 16 count amber. And E and E. And I'm trying to work my way across over here. So there we go. There's that. Sorry about that. The executioner's block you've already seen. Not quite sure where my bottom owl is. I really don't look, but I think it's in this chair over here, but I'm not going to try to find it now. The Snow Village banner. Oh, Snow Village banner. Here's this one. This is also one of the ones that I picked for January Blue, which is winter. And here's all I got done. So, and this comes up on the wheel after I work on it. 200 stitches on it. Then we move on. I think I'm also going to try to work on this one this month if I have enough time. This is Snow Village Skate and Sled Shop. That's also on my list. So, and here's how far I got. So we have those. And I know I have a bunch more of these. I just have to find it. Right. So here's that one. And then I put down the puppy in the stocking, which I don't have over here, and I put down um where is it? I put it there. So the Dimensions kit, it's the Hope Snow Globe. This is over a year old. Yep. And this is where I am. So I have to get some work on that one. Okay, and the last one I did, maybe I put it right here. I did, no, that's, no. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, I'll find them eventually. This is the Frosty Forest, the Raccoon Cabin, and I know this is over a year old. So, and this is a blue fabric that I purchased from Wicked and Whimsy. And that's as far as I've got. So I put all 10 of them. There's only 10 of them because I figured I'd start small. And put all 10 of them on a wheel. So, guess what I'm working on? So these are going to be, I don't know. Ouch. I try to work on them a couple days a week, a couple hundred stitches every time I do. I think maybe my goal will be like 300. So, doing 300 stitches. If I do, twice a week, that's 600 that I didn't have. So the first one I spun for and I got was the Frosty Forest Raccoon's Cabin. I also put on the Penguin, Jim Shore's Owl, Snowman, and Bunny, Aureolus kit, a Napped kit, Crow Kringle, Celestial Santa, Crit Ornament, Petrick Snowman, and Aureolus butterfly kit. And that one hasn't been started yet, but it's something I want to work on. Okay, so there's that. Now the other thing I wanted to do is I did not get any stash. I haven't been buying anything. The only thing I ordered was some. That was it. No patterns, no nothing. I've been on Etsy, but I haven't purchased anything. Been on 123 Stitch, haven't purchased anything. So, and here it is, January 17th. I didn't even make it to the 6th last year. So, okay. The only pattern I bought was that one witch pattern from Stitches So Beautiful, and that's it. So I'm being good. Alright. So the Frosty Forest, I plan on getting, no, we're going to go with 300. 300 stitches. And that might be one of the things I work on this weekend. The other thing that we're going to be working on, because I'm getting very close to a finish on my Adam's Family, is, okay, where is it? Photos. Going down. Well. Now I know I took a picture of this. Oh, there it is. Alright, the other thing I'm going to be working on is my Noctiflora Designs Midwinter Muskloom. Because I did spin my wheel and this is what came up. And he is supposed to be a finish. And I'd really like to get him finished. So. And he is on a 16 count marlin. Silver marlin. Okay. And it's very stiff fabric. And here he is. He's only gotten 100 stitches because he was called once for temperature stitching, and that was it. So I'm working on him for not only for Whip Frenzy, which I'm going to do, because I want to get him finished, but so it's 100 stitches. Plus, I'm going to work on him for my January challenge for blue because midwinter. So we're looking at 300 to 400 stitches. Midwinter. Mushroom. Let's put at least for, today, whatever I get today, work on them a little bit tomorrow, work on them a little bit on Sunday, Monday, 100 stitches here and there. Alright, now, my plans last week. I continued to work on the Addams Family. We did get snow, so I worked on Harry. I did try to continue my tab stitching, plus my Stitcharea was not very successful. I did work on the Gothic Light. I started the Native Couple, and I worked on the bookmark. I did not finish it. Yeah. That left the Cheshire Cat and the Ghosts. Did not work on the diagonals, and I did not work on the Cheshire Cat. Problem with me not working on the Cheshire Cat, but what I can do is I can kind of sort of make it. In my little, challenge book, I want to start Raven on a skull. So I'm using the Cheshire Cat as to fill in the boxes. So these little boxes mean 100 stitches every time I work on the Cheshire Cat. So this is, so I've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 boxes filled. And this is there's not very many colors, but there's mostly blends. So I put the colors and the blends just together. And then it's going to need a piece of 25 by 25 18 count Ada, which I put 25 squares here. And then the chart itself was $12. Right? Yes. So there's 12 squares here. I did the same thing for a small Berlin full coverage that I want to do for my husband. Not quite sure which one I'm going to work on for this. But, so I do have to get some work on the Cheshire Cat. But I think I'm going to wait until after Whip Warriors this weekend and take it from there. Because that's also on my Whip Warrior board for my focus on January. My focus event for January. Plus my 25 and 25. So, I'm going to try to do that. And it's a lot. It's a lot. So, I don't think I'm going to spin for anything today. But I am going to try to work on Queen of Hearts. On Wednesday. So that's basically my Wednesday whip. Or Whip Wednesday whip. What you call it. And then I'm going to work on the Frosty Forest and Midwinter Mushroom. I'm going to try to finish my words this weekend. Get those done and out of the way. So that will be another $4. So that means I have 12. That don't mean I will have $12 banked. Yay! But I'm not spending any of it. Even when my quarter comes up and I can buy one thing a quarter, I think I'm just gonna go with not. I don't know. It depends on if I see something that really catches my eye, like that whip. The witch. I was like, yep, add to cart. I've seen stuff that I've put on my wish list, but it's not like. But I might do one of the houses from Cottage Garden Samplings or something to that effect. And speaking of Cottage Garden Samplings, my needleworker. I've been thinking about it. And thinking about it. Sorry. I'm gonna restart it. Yep. I don't want to because that's over 1,000 stitches. But when I was looking at the pattern and I saw how much of a border I had between the edge and the sewing machine, I was like, well, maybe I can do it. And then I looked down and the body, the bottom half of the snowman is even closer, and I don't think I have enough room. I was gonna try to work with it, but nope. Nope. So restart needle worker. 500. I don't know how many I put down for the Queen of Hearts. I really don't. But I know every time I pick it up, I get closer to the goal. I'll have to remember to write it down. Alright. And then there is. I need to start that other bookmark. Well balanced life. And I'm just going to keep it as is. I'm not changing anything. So, what else do we have in here? Yeah, I don't have to worry about that one for a little bit. So I don't have to worry about that one for a little bit. I got this one a while ago. Quite a while ago. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, you know what? I really like it. And I do have a little bit of green that might work well. It's a 16 count water lily. And I was actually thinking about doing this for the eyes in any word that I may or may not have. I'm going to do the tree for this time around, but I was actually thinking about doing this for the eyes. For the letter I in any words that I may or may not have coming up. I know in February I have Valentine's, which has an I in it. And chocolate, no. Heart, no. Groundhog, no. Because not only is there Valentine's, but there's Groundhog Day on February 2nd. So, I kind of have an idea what I want to do for those, but not all that. I'm thinking about it. So, I was actually thinking about doing this one because I love the little polar bear down here. And I love the hot cocoa mugs, hat mittens, the deer, the fact that you have Christmas, you know, the little bird, the snow. I really like it. So I'm actually thinking about doing this one. Because hopefully next week I'll be able to start. Let's see. But where this is gift switching and it's going away and I'm keeping it. If I just gotta get started. So I have some more, you know, ornament things, and I gotta order another bag from Welcome Stitchery. But if I do that, I'm not doing it until April because that'll be the start of the new quarter. So I'm only buying fabric or possibly a pattern once a quarter. I can't do a complete no buy. But I figure the only thing that's a constant is the DMC or whatever floss I may or may not be using. So my brother-in-law bought me this soap at so restart the needle worker, continue on Adam's Family. Continue on Coffee Bookmark. And Cheshire Cat. See if we can get 700 stitches in this week. We'll see. Because he's another one I want to get done, and I'm so close to starting on the cat. Really, so close. I actually have him here. Here he is. What he looks like. And if I work on this side of the frame, I'll be able to start the tail. Yay! Yeah. So, yeah. This is how far I've gotten. And I might have flubbed somewhere in here, but I'm working with it. I am working with it. So I think I'm going to work over on this side and get this corner completed, or at least try to. And then maybe that means I can start working on the cat. So I think 700 stitches should get me there. And I also have this, which, oh, sorry for the crinkle. I'll put that back in later. I think I might work on this 1 or 2 days next week. And it's a little worse. Should I got this upside down? Not upside down. Upside. Is We're All Mad Here by Stitcharea. And I'm doing this monochromatically. I'm using a blue raspberry, I believe, from Salty. And I've got, this is on a either 16 or 18 count gray, don't remember. But this is how far I've gotten. So, I think I might work on this week too. We will see. We're all mad. Why don't we go for 300 stitches? So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus whatever I do this weekend. So I think that's a good start anyway. But I still have to figure out how to, not sit all day in their systems that try to get some quilting in as well. Which I'm trying to work on. All right. I think Oh, no, that isn't everything. I need to work on, the owl, the one with all the white background. Or off-white background, whatever it is. It is from CrossStitch. I'm doing this one with my friend Claudia, and it was our Juneteenth start. I need to get 300 stitches in that. And the reason is because I started my game with my daughter. So she picked out one from each envelope. Actually, I helped her because I didn't want her to go through and pick out the one she wanted. So I picked Shawn Michaels, which means I need to do 100 stitches. The finishing move, Sister Abigail, which is 200 stitches. And the arena is the owl full coverage by CrossStitch TR. So I need to put 300 stitches on that before I ask her if I have any of them right. Probably don't, which is fine. If I don't, then I just pick 3 more. 1 from each envelope. Not a big deal. But the owls that I'm talking about, right there. These are it. And my friend Claudia is just doing the owls. She's not doing all this background. I'm the sucker doing all the background. But if I can get 300 more stitches in the background, then yay for me. And I did buy a few hoops, but where I didn't do them on a cross stitch site, I'm not counting it. Get on Amazon. But that's all I bought. I just needed a few more Nerge, the square Nerge hoops. So this is the one that I have to put 300 stitches in for the arena. And if it's not right, then that's 300 stitches I didn't have. You know, that's the way I look at it. So I'll do what I need to do. So, yeah. So we need 1 more just to even it up. Because I can't stand odd numbers. So I have the Frosty Forest. I have the Midwinter Mushgloom, Queen Hearts, the Needleworker, which can also go. No. Yes, because it's kind of Christmassy. No. Coffee bookmark. Oh, start well balanced. We'll see if we can get 200 stitches in that. Okay. So the stitch counts may be high or a little bit high on some of them, but you know what? That's okay. It's perfectly okay with me. So, but yeah. So anyway, if you are new here, because I did get a small bump in subscribers, forgot to say welcome earlier. But I'd really like it if you like what you see, please like and subscribe to my channel. If you haven't yet, I'd appreciate it. If you are one of my regulars, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And unfortunately, I don't have anything for a giveaway this week. So I spent a lot of money in shipping a couple weeks ago, so but yeah. Oh, and if you watch Laura Stitching by the Shore, she is doing another ATC, artist trading card, which is just something that's like this big, 2.5 by 3.5, and she is doing it's the theme of it is things from your state, things that your state is not necessarily famous for, but don't, like Texas, you know, whatever, oil or, things of that nature. Nevada, like casinos and so on and so forth. Um, Florida, beaches, oranges. Not to, stigmatize these states, which I'm not trying to do, but these are the things that I know, or at least I used to know, that these states were, um, like Florida oranges, um, Maine lobster, the Granite State, which is New Hampshire, and uh, the Mount Washington, the profile that kind of crashed and burned. Um, you know, Believe it or not, Massachusetts is cranberry capital of the world. So things like that, on a little tiny. I did one last time. I did an owl because it was things with wings, and I put two little buttons on it. I know exactly what I'm doing this time. So, and it's going to be my first foray into 20 count Ada. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, so hopefully, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend and a very productive stitchy week. And keep on stitching on, everybody. Bye.